Welcome back to Apex Alchemy. In front of you today, you got the Ontario Rat number 1. We're going to talk about it in just 1 second. Before that, if you aren't subscribed, please consider doing so. If you don't mind,
hit the like button.
Whatever she's doing with her finger there. Follow her finger until you find the like button.
Down there.
And leave a comment. Let us know whether you enjoyed the video or you hated it. That's fine, either way.
And thank you to our Patreon.
Thank you to our Patreons, that's for sure. All right. We started on the knife. Good.
I'm done interrupting you now.
Oh, you're fine. So, bang! What we're drinking today. And the Ontario Rat number 1 is a knife that I have never even taken into consideration as to in picking up. And the reason why is because it's just a lot of them out there. And I see now, thanks to Michael, who is my brother and one of our patrons, that he's sent along not just this one, but he also sent along, where's the other one? There we go. This one. Hopefully both of them will stay in frame. Yeah, okay, good deal. So both of these are Model 1s. And both of them are full-size knives, and there's not like any hot spots on either one of them. I couldn't find anything to complain about, like almost at all. I've got one little issue, and it's not really an issue, and I'll get to that later. But well, let's go ahead and cover it now. If just in case I forget, only issue I've got with this knife, and like I said, this is a very small issue. You see these thumb studs and how rounded they are, and man, that makes it very comfortable for a thumb flip. But like if you were to do a reverse flip, my thumb, my middle finger slides off of it about half the time. I think if I was to keep one around with a little bit more practice, it probably wouldn't be an issue at all. That is the only negative that I can say about this knife, and that's not even a negative, man.
I was going to say, if that's a negative,
I
don't like a whole lot of knives.
Right. Yeah, it's not even a negative. It's just a preference, you know. But like and those thumb studs are super smooth. And I'm glad we got 2 samples here, because sometimes you just get one.
It's
and
really
it
well
could be
done.
Yeah, especially when it comes to a $26 knife. Is that about what you were seeing them for online? It's about $26 in this AUS 8 in the plain edge. I believe the serrated edge is a little bit more. I can't remember what he said he paid for it, but this is the box to come in. They are made in Taiwan. I like that. I have no problem with Taiwanese made knives at all. Just to let you know, I don't have any problems with any knives. You know, like it's not the knife. You know?
Right.
But this Ontario has been very impressive. You know, like I've enjoyed carrying it. I did switch this one around, the pocket clip, to be
tip up.
Yeah, tip up.
Because they come tip down.
That's right. I haven't messed with this one at all. It comes tip down. But you have left hand and right hand configuration. You can put it anywhere you want it, up and down.
Four position pocket clip.
4 position pocket clips. So man, for 26 bucks, I don't know.
It's a shame that it took you this long to pick it up.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's never really been in my price spectrum. I remember whenever I first started collecting knives, you know, I was talking to Corey, and Corey was like, he's like, man, I don't even look at anything unless it's $80. You know, it's just, that's my starting point. He said anything less than that's probably gonna be shit, you know, and for the most part, I can completely understand where he's coming from, but sometimes there's things that come out that are surprising.
Yeah.
You know, and like, you know, one of those knives for me was this Fenwolf. You know, like to me, I'm just trying to line those up where the butts are together, because I know, you know, like I was talking to Shane from Edgy American, and he was like, sometimes you're moving those things around. We don't know what you're doing. We just think you're fiddling with the knives up there. But yeah, he said, I'm sure you're doing something, but can you let us know what you're doing? And I said, man, I appreciate that. But yeah, when it comes to this price point, sometimes things come out and they're very surprising, and sometimes they're a pleasure to use. And this knife, I would have to say, is pleasantly surprising.
Like the Tangrams we got back in the day.
Yeah.
Like those were really surprising for as cheap as they were at that time.
In my humble opinion, for whatever it might be worth to you, I don't think that you're going to find a better build quality even in the $60 to $70 range when you're looking in the Chinese market. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not here to force my opinion on you. This is just my personal opinion that there's no blade wobble on either one of these samples that I have in front of you. They're built, they feel so good in hand. The scales feel like G10, but they're
nylon
not.
6.
Nylon 6.
But they do feel really good.
Yeah, there's nothing that neither one of these knives feel cheap in hand. Yeah, you know, like they're phenomenal. The you know, like they don't exactly have that drop.
No, but they probably haven't been used that much.
No, they probably haven't. They could probably, you know,
use
a good break in. But I'm impressed. And I don't say that a lot. You know, I don't. You pick up some expensive knives, and sometimes, you know, like your hopes and dreams and ambitions, they've all been.
That's what I've waited to come in the mail.
Yeah, that's not as great as I thought it was gonna be, but I love this knife. I'm gonna have to grab one up, you know, just to have it around, and they're just really good users. So I'm gonna take the serrated edge off.
And while he's doing that, I'll give you some numbers. The Ontario Rat 1 overall is 8.62 inches. The blade length is 3.6. Closed, it's 5 inches. And it coming in at 5 ounces.
Comes in at 5 ounces, okay. So both of the models that we have here today are AUS 8. And they do offer a D2 model, and I want to say those are around the $45 to $55 price range is where they start. From what I hear, you know, from multiple sources, and I'm not an expert in the matter because
AUS 8's heat treated better or something.
They say the AUS 8 outperforms the D2, you know, and I wouldn't doubt that either. You know, like you said, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen a situation like that where the cheaper steel outperforms the more expensive. So I think
from the factory.
Yeah, I think it's a home run for $26. You know, like whether you know, I'm at that point where it's like I spend $26 on a knife and I don't like it. Not the end of the world, you know. But like some people,
you spend $300 on a knife and you're
I'm heartbreaking.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm breaking my heart. Or the knife's breaking my heart. There's the Paramilitary 2. I think I actually had it pretty decent as far as the butts go. There we go. So you can see the size comparison is
longer than the Para 3.
It's a 2.
Or Para 2, I mean.
That's cool. But yeah, it's about the same size and the same blade length, and you know it's going to carry about like that. We got something else we can compare it to. We got this is the 0562. Probably come in right under.
Yep.
And we about the 940.
Little frowny face.
Little frowny face.
Always so sad.
Well. And the 562 will take off, and we'll throw this 8015 up here.
And for those, like, if you're more like me and prefer the smaller overall size of a knife, they do have a Rat 2 that in comparison is 7 inches overall instead of 8 and almost 3/4. The blade length is 3 inches, and it comes in with 2.7 ounce weight.
That's
so it's
quite a bit lighter, huh?
Yes, it's about half the weight.
With the weight being what it is on this knife, which is 5 ounces, and when we actually put it on our scale, it's like
4.7.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
4.7. Can you try it again?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, like. Well, I know our scale is a kitchen scale, guys. So the liquid weight. We need to get good at how many grams is that?
140.
140 grams. And the reason why I'm going to mention that is because it doesn't matter if it's liquid or solid.
On grams.
That's going to be the same. So our kitchen scale actually measures in fluid ounces. So it's 140 grams. We will do the conversion and try to.
Interestingly enough, milliliters and grams are the exact same too.
It says 135.
That was not it.
Oh,
Mister.
okay. Well, anyway. Wait, how do you get the knife back up here? So so the rat number 2. So anyway, the rat number 1 does not have that great 1-to-1 ratio that a lot of people like and they look for. It is heavy. It's on the heavy side. It feels good to me.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
Like-
feel bad. Even to me, the weight didn't feel bad on this one.
No.
It's just a little longer for like an everyday carry for me because of pocket size and crap. So
Yeah, I mean it's if you're counting ounces and you're hiking the Appalachian or whatever, then this might not be your number 1 knife to go to. I don't know. I guess that would just depend on you. But I'm not hiking the Appalachian, and these ounces really don't bother me. I usually just wear blue jeans, but if I was wearing something like a suit, I probably would carry something more like this little mini bag letter. Just because I don't want to be reminded that I have a knife in my pocket weighing me down the entire time. And of course, if I was wearing a tuxedo, I would also have the tuxedo knife, the K-Bar BK18, there to remind everyone. I'll put it upside down too. Yeah. Anyway, that rat is extremely impressive.
right.
I like everything about it. You know what?
What?
We were messing with these. I don't think I've got my T6 in here.
Oh.
I'm not sure. It's okay.
What is this one?
It's T10.
Oh.
What is that one? T10.
Okay. Well, never mind then.
That's okay. It ain't no big deal. I was gonna. Oh, just a second.
6.
There's a 6. Check out these body screws. Okay, so the body screws on the standoffs. Body screws do screw into the standoffs. On complete flow-through design. They are 6s. And of course the pocket clip is too. And so you got you got 5 body screws. You just got 5 standoffs. Yeah. And what was that? T10? Yeah, T10 pivot. Man, something else I really love about this knife is, like, I was kind of polarized about the overall shape of that knife, how the blade
Stands a little taller.
it stands a little taller, and it just doesn't quite look right, but anyway, that jimping and that ramp.
The usability.
Yes, when the usability was definitely in mind when creating the knife, and I think they did a wonderful job. Ergonomically speaking, it fits perfect in my hand, and I've got no complaints whatsoever. 1 second. Sorry about that. We just want to. I guess we could probably wrap that up, but the phone call started coming in. So, anyway, you got any final thoughts?
No, I think it's really good buy for the money for sure.
Absolutely, it's made in Taiwan. Did I mention that?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I like that. I like the fact that it's it's. I think you're just gonna have a horrible time trying to find a better knife at a better price. That's not. Even if it's made in China, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I've handled a lot of Civivis and we've handled a lot of Kaisers and different kinds of artisan cutlery, CJRBs, stuff like that. I would say that this knife, honestly,
one of the best built.
It's built better than the
material.
940. Like, it really is. Like, whenever I close the 940, like there's this like springy thing where it feels like the knife's loose or something.
Yeah, I can hear it.
You can hear it. Wow. You hear that springy? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not cheap. It just feels cheap. But this knife, does
It's
not
cheap
feel cheap.
and feels
It feels like it's made of like it's
with
like
quality.
like every dollar that they put in it actually went in it. But I'm I couldn't be happier with playing with this knife and having the opportunity to check it out. So we appreciate Michael sending it along again. And is that it?
That's it.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, and let us know what your thoughts are. You got a rat? You like playing with it, or you like using it? And if you've had a rat and you don't like it, let us know why. We'll catch you on the flip side.